Good afternoon, day, morning, night, wherever you are in the world. We're glad you're here, joining us again on ZSR for another Link to the Past, a Link to the Past Randomizer Survivor of Hyrule tournament. Today we have Semifinals Game 1, Eriror versus 2C+. Today on tracking, we have Derek, and on comms today we have Clear Mouse and Humbug. How are you two doing today?
Fantastic, Zinedine. Thank you so much for restreaming. Humbug, how are you doing? Team Captain Green Boomeranger? Boomeranger?
Yeah, I'm not a green boomerang. Come on.
Oh,
I'm a
well,
green
I mean, but
boomeranger.
that's right. That's right. Yes. Yes. Welcome, Team Captain for the Boomerangers. Yes, I very much looking forward to this race between I believe your fellow teammate, the Orange Ranger. Boomeranger, versus 2C, who is on I believe Team Captain is Ravis along with Magno and Gamma. So I mean, these are two incredibly tough teams. You are certainly among one of the very highly skilled teams here, but this is going to be a really good match.
Hopefully, yeah. It's going to be casual boots. It's going to go fast, and potentially it's going to be some hovering. You know, maybe.
Oh,
I don't know. We could see before this stream started that Eri was practicing his hovers. And how many times did he go back and forth over the Trinex gap?
Yeah, that's right. Just it was an uncountable number. I mean, the fact that he even even though the count was 1, if that was already like ridiculously good. So yeah, so I believe your teammate has taken your instructions, has warmed up, and I believe he's ready to play some boots. Now 2C, we did not quite see him do like a similar type of warm up. In fact, I'm not even familiar with what game it is, but it did look like it also went very fast. So I think yeah. So I believe 2C is also ready.
Yeah. We all warm up in different ways, I suppose. Eri pressed the same button for a long time, and at a high frequency, and 2C just placed another game.
Exactly.
Why not?
Yes. Yeah. We already see Eri is his file name. Already is his best 5 minutes. We are already looking forward to a standard that Eri himself has set. I believe it wasn't last year SGL 20, but it was like the year before, where somehow these guys got an idea like in their heads. They really want to go for that. Of course, Eri, 123 NMG runner. They really wanted that 5-minute escape with boots and sword and everything, right? And a little bit of backstory is that it was Eri, Thalain, and Gem. They decided to do a 10x escape. Just standard escape. Start with whatever, and try to get the best time. Eri won 10-0. Out of the 3 of those guys. Believe he even got a sub 5 out of it. So I believe he is quite ready for some escape. Now, of course, you can't waste precious seconds doing a map check before you get out of escape.
No.
So, yeah.
Okay, question: did he pick up the magic pots?
He picked up, I believe, 1. I believe that's the optimal number.
Yes, that is the optimal number and also the correct number.
Yes. That's right. Sure. Yeah, just in case, in this case, right? You guys, on the chance, of course, that you find what, like powder and hammer. You know what? We've also got a cane of Samaria. Yeah, so if we get a little bit of magic, maybe that can, speed things up a bit. What do you think?
Samaria isn't exactly the weapon of choice of escape. If you're going for speed, anyway. I mean, it works, but it's slower than your sword, and we're gonna have a sword.
Yes, that is true. Right, even though these guys, you can't normally dash through those bushes. At the very beginning that we both saw Eri and 2C do. This is casual boost, of course, starting sword. Just you use your imagination. Okay, you know what, Humbug? I believe. Okay, This is on you, by the way. You told Eri to go practice hovering over Trinex. To code Trinex. Okay, what do we have here? We have a hook shot. All right, we have Samaria. All right, this is okay. I think
this is the anti-hover scene.
For the next whatever match you have, I believe we should, you should reevaluate your instructions to your teammates.
Apparently, yeah. I'm hoping for a right side pod hover, I don't think.
Okay, you know what? That is true.
Maria or Hookshot will help with that.
That is true. That is true. And yes,
Yeah,
all right. So at least we got some.
Oh my!
Oh, dude. You know, our tracker Daruk, you know, he is veteran. He is, you know, an absolute expert, but he is definitely being kept super busy. I'm pretty sure we've gotten like no other items other than the trackable ones.
What is this?
Oh wow! All right, well, you know, okay,
right.
so yeah, about that. Wait, no, humbug, no! You said right side hover. We have a bow. Dang it. I mean, it's still faster.
Come
you can get
on.
it.
It's
Airy.
faster, but still.
I know, but still, but that just means that, you know, you could in theory go to the, you know, logically whatever. Okay, I'm listening.
Hear me out. Hover to the north of the Mizurumari Big Key chest.
Oh, okay, all right, okay.
I'm crossing my fingers
think,
for that to happen, all right?
Okay, all right, okay. If Myra's a pendant, by the way.
Oh no! Come on!
I don't know what happened this seed. Who rolled this seed?
This is nuts.
Okay, this is completely this is the anti your team seed. That the anti boomerang seed. Have you seen any boomerangs in sight? Out of curiosity.
I don't think so. No. We'll see if they show up, but no.
Yeah.
Oh
you know,
my goodness.
Yeah, this is all pretty synced though so far. Wait, it was 2C also? Oh no, he's normal. He's his normal little sprite. For some reason I thought like a glimpse of both Dark Links, and I'm like, no, there's something wrong.
That would have been very confusing, but yeah. No, that is his usual sprite that he has used.
Yeah.
For, at least as long as I can remember.
Oh yeah. No, it's certainly quite good. Aries, uncharacteristic bonk. You know, coming out of escape, so actually giving 2C a very slight lead. So I also do believe that, you know, we did pick up the key that was in the boomerang chest. Yes, we have not seen the map yet. I guess we're gonna see in this case if it doesn't show up in the back of escape, we could save ourselves an extra 3 seconds.
Yes, I am one to always I want to never count my items in this game, so I will forget every mistake of opening the site just forever.
Perfect.
Yeah. But I assume that these players are just actually counting and doing it the correct way.
Okay, you know, and if not, I believe I also saw a couple teammates of 2C in chat as well. On some Fantasy Gamma, saw Magno. I don't know if I saw Ravis. Just scrolled by text, but you know, you're here, right? So we can have team meetings, you know, live. In fact,
we are gonna have team meetings for sure. And
I love Ravis. I see everyone now.
I actually have some really good intel on Ravis and how his mind works.
I am listening.
It's gossip. It's gossip. But I don't want to kind of be that guy, you know, who just goes around and gossip. So you'll just have to ask Ravis himself.
Okay.
What is going on here?
Yeah. No, it sounds good.
Yeah, we got an oh no from him, so he definitely knows what's happening. But there's the map. No need to count.
Yeah, no need to count. And in fact, we also do have a bottle. So these are also really good items for Kakariko.
Yep. So, do you think there's a possibility that any of our runners here just do a quick map check after escape, and sees if Eastern is a crystal and save and quits out of Lost Woods, maybe?
Ooh, oh man, that's actually very interesting. Okay, so I have not typically seen, at least Eri, you might know your teammate better than me, not go to, in this case, you know, Kakariko, you know, however, though, 2C, I believe he could be a bit more creative. Oh, that is a crystal, though. Oh man, that map check was super fast. All I saw was a red crystal at Eastern. But Eastern, you know what?
Yeah. I think there were 2 other blue crystals in the Light World. I might have seen that wrong, but I think so.
No, I mean our tracker Daruk. I mean he is 100% on top of things. So
yes.
But by the way, though, I'm also hoping for this is going to be an Agassi. While I do want these guys to go fast, we have a boomerang or not boomerang. We have a hook shot already. I am ready to see some Aga Hall of Fame here.
I want to see people get past the torch completely.
Yeah.
Give me a moon
you know? Come on. Yes, come on. That does not. That looks like a very pointy moon pearl, unfortunately.
I'm sad. But yeah, there is some real gaming going around where we try to optimize the hook dash in the Aga room, to great joy for everyone watching.
Oh yeah.
Especially when
And,
we fail.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, we were already, we already got past, like the escape sequence. Maybe not quite up to, the standard that maybe either, Area 2C holds themselves to. So, we've got, hopefully we can always redeem ourselves here, with an AGA play. For what it's worth, we have not found, any of our Dark World access. I guess, yes. Specifically though, I'm looking for a lamp. No fire rod, please. And and ideally, as maybe Telethars also point out in chat, I would, a book would be lovely. I'm just saying. Desert's a crystal,
a book and a lamp and a glove.
Yes, it would be beautiful. It would be wonderful. This is exactly why we're here in Kakariko, and okay, so yeah, a little bit of slight divergence. So 2C actually took a little bit of extra time to farm the extra bomb, but Eri is bailed out.
Yes.
By multiple bombs here.
Oh my. Poor 2C. He should have talked to the fortune teller as well.
Oh,
got some good luck.
We got step 1. We got a glove. Come on, Eri, you can do it. Come on, 2C. You know what? Okay, 2C can find the lamp here, and then Eri can find the book. And then sure. we're so close to desert. We could literally just run there from race game. Just saying.
Yeah, I am all in for an early desert trip for sure.
Yeah, and of course, we do have a nice fighter shield. I was gonna say, so we are also fully equipped to go into Swamp Palace because we can use the shield to shield up.
Swamp is logic. Let's go.
Yeah, and we got we got flippers, man. So it could be pretty interesting depending on what our pendants in the Dark World are. Of course, now early Swamp care package potentially could mean that Swamp is a pendant because we do have all 3 of them in the Dark World. Since we all have Rio crystals here in the Light World, but I guess we'll see.
And we have Samaria as well, so that points to Myra and Tina are being pendants. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
makes a lot of sense.
Until I see that ice rod early though, I'm gonna hold my breath here for Todoroki being a pendant. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, but we certainly.
Hey,
team meeting. I demand a team meeting. Humbug.
No.
This is.
Dang it. I have my faith in Eri that he will still do Bolan mode.
Okay,
even though we have.
Okay, all right. Fair. Okay. All right, Eri, don't let me down. You've heard your team captain.
Yep. I don't care if it loses in time.
Exactly.
I know that Firmas here is on comms, so he will do that. Oh, hello.
Oh yeah, hello. It's a moon pearl too. My gosh, though. And honestly, like, have you seen Aries' bow memo? He doesn't have a 123 for nothing, right? 2 cycle is pretty easy for him.
He is he's okay at bow.
He's okay. Humbug, where are you going with Myth's access right now? Are you heading back up?
Weird. I think so. I would probably head back up. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, so we do have 6 hearts for what it's worth, so it's not going to be like the end of, it's not going to be like a super terrible time. I guess I'm just curious, like, if, for example, are you diving Skull Woods?
Well, of course.
Okay.
But do you remember? Was there anything in the bottle?
There was a bee. I don't think it was a bee.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll see what TC does here.
Okay. Well,
maybe we have some. Yeah. All right. Right.
Okay.
He goes Eastern. All right.
Okay. I also fully approve. Eastern is also a fan favorite dungeon, but looks like though 2C he grabbed the mitts. Yeah. We're going. We're going.
For sure.
No, Ari's getting a little bit bullied here with the Octorok, but yeah, like, I mean, and again, Dark World isn't going to be terrible. Like we got 6 whole hearts to work with. That is better than like the 3 that we had at the beginning. We have found our boots already at Saha.
Vanilla, well, French vanilla.
Yeah, very close.
All right, map check.
Oh my gosh, though. Talk about calling some pendants. All right, Turtle Rock is green, Pod is blue, and I think that was Ice Palace. That was the other one?
Yes. We had Meyer as the other red crystal.
Okay. All right. So Eri has not done a map check in the Dark World, so he doesn't know that Pod is a pendant. But so potentially, without a mirror, this actually could be, good, right? Maybe I'm very optimistic, but maybe we don't have to go into Pod, right? Maybe.
Well, Pod is a pendant. You always have to go to Pod when it's.
Oh, you're right. What am I thinking? How much rando have I watched so far to not know, of course, that the progression is going to be there.
But I would just assume that both of our runners will avoid it. Although we have an early bow that tends to point to the Pod play. But it might just be for, I don't know, a lamp or something.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It could be
the fire rod. Right, and right. I mean, given the caliber, of course, of Eri and 2C, I mean, these guys. Yeah. I mean, I was gonna say they can probably do dark rooms in their sleep, but given that they can't, they're already in the dark, right? It's probably gonna not make much difference.
But it doesn't matter if it's dark around them. It's darker in the game. That's the point, right? Yeah.
All right, so Eri taking down the Stalfos in a really nice way. So by the way, Ravis had shown us a team photo of his team. 2C is the Southern Stalfos Knight. So you know what? I don't even think we saw 2C's Stalfos Knight pop up spawned, though I don't even think we saw it before Eri just annihilated him. So funnily enough,
that bow strat in Stalfos' room is really cool. I enjoy that a lot.
Yeah.
But we also got a hammer in Eastern. That's
wow. That is gonna make Mothula quite nicer for Eri when he goes here.
That's right. And we also will have ability to do Thieves Down Big Chest and hammer pegs when Eri goes over here. So yeah.
No, that's actually a really good point. But on the other hand, though, 2C, is he's already made his way back to Mothula, and he is going to take. He's going to get his first crystal in I don't know, a very short time here.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, the Master Sword Eastern is loaded. Forget Pod. This is my Eastern. Okay, who is gonna ever skip Eastern Palace? Imagine skipping Eastern Palace ever.
Yeah.
In any mode.
just never go here. In crossfit stuff. But in casual boots, go here every time.
Yeah, exactly.
Just do it. There's always stuff in Eastern.
Yeah.
Said no one ever, but yeah. This time we had a bunch of stuff. Was that all 3 items, by the way, in Eastern, or is there one left on the box?
That's a great question. I wish I were paying attention. I saw there was a non-dungeon item in the big chest. Exactly.
But I didn't catch it early on. All right, 2C taking down Moth with that was one
really that was really, really well done. I mean, talk about being able to handle Moth on Fighter Sword, right? He did that incredibly nicely.
It's just that he will lose time to Eri no matter what. All right, Armo strat.
Yeah, Eri, of course. He's all warmed up. Real man, that's so nice.
Oh yes.
And and Eri's also, so I think 2C got another heart coming out of Skullwood, so Eri's gonna also have a very similar health going into Mothula as well.
Well, but his time will be significantly easier with both Master Sword and Hammer. That will save a good half minute, I would guess.
Okay, that's a very decent estimate. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to trust you on these estimates because, I think you probably have a lot more experience with this.
I have died to Fighter Sword Mothula very many times.
So it's personal experience is what you're saying. Okay, gotcha.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but looks like okay. So I think I must have missed this. 2C must have just gone straight to the back for Mothula, because he is kind of coming back here. Okay.
Yes. And there was one item on the boss, but no item in the bridge chest. So, and there's the second one.
Okay, all right. Looks like 2C is done. Heart Container. I was gonna say extra health certainly would be really nice, but he didn't even need it. Eri is, forget about Fighter Sword. Amazing. Okay, you know what? Eri has just up. He's up. No. So Eri has like pitfalled himself. Okay, like he is up the sword level too high. He doesn't know what to do with gold sword. Okay, like entire muscle memory is only on tempered sword. So really, he should just get the sword.
Yeah. Put it back. Put it back.
Yeah.
Put it back. Yeah, we just went from the hardest moth fight you can do to the easiest moth fight you can do.
Yeah, this is.
There is
amazing.
nothing in between, apparently.
Yeah, and honestly, so actually, this the fact that there are two swords in Hype Cave, while it was not fortunate for 2C when he went to go find Moth, if he chooses to skip Vanilla Big Key Chest in Eastern, which is like a minute, right? He's gonna be just fine. He definitely won't get punished. So
That sword in Eastern will not be an issue whatsoever. We'll see. We're gonna have to look out for hammer pegs right now, because I assume that Eri's going to do it anyway, and that is something that 2C will not do.
Yeah, and that's actually a very good point. And yeah, 2C, you can also see him, checking kind of the peripheral village and hoping there's a hammer here. But of course, we saw on Eri's side that we never skip Eastern Palace.
We never skip Eastern Palace. Eri will just, as I assume, just go straight in. And 2C is going in. He does not have a mirror, so this might be a full clear for 2C, barring Big Chest.
Yeah. I mean, if the small key is self-locking, right? Or there is just literally nothing here, there's 2C saving himself some time.
He is.
There might be some more mental pressure, but I'm sure at this point he's probably done this a million times, so that he's probably just used to it by now.
We've all done this to ourselves a million times. This is just the everyday play. We just feel horrible doing it.
I guess the trick is to not feel as horrible, right? Over time.
Yeah. Was that 4 dungeon items in the front?
Oh, you know what? So I thought there was one. I remember Big Key. I remember Map. I remember Small Key, and I thought there was.
There was an item.
There was a compass. Oh, okay. Well, then if there are 4 items at the back, then we're just gonna hope that the big chest for 2C's sake is not gonna have anything.
And it's so double to me as well when you get that, right. Like, on one hand, you don't want to do the back because you don't have the hammer, but on the other hand, you want to do the back because there are many items there that could be the hammer.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
How are you supposed to make a decision there? It's impossible to make the correct one. I hate it.
Right, and because like the small key is in the front, that means you said like the hammer can be in the back logically, right?
Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
There are 3 chests in the back 3 locations in the back that it can be. So.
Man.
I'm a proponent of actually just going here and doing the checks, hammer or no hammer, I don't care. But so I agree with 2C, but I also tend to lose my casual boost races. So what do I know?
Well, I mean, it's rando, right? And you just hope
exactly.
Yeah, you hope you make the right decision for the right seat, right? I mean, yeah. Also, as you I think also observed earlier, talk about the hardest versus easiest fight, for Moth. We are here at a 3 sword discrepancy. While blind won't have an impact, right? But it is, very still just quite the contrast, literally, between a fighter sword dash and a gold sword dash.
Yeah, and it's actually kind of a big of a contrast as well, just in reach between the 2 swords.
True. Yeah. Actually, yeah. So I'm gonna assume that 2C is gonna go into Hype Cave before Swamp, in this case. But yeah, like with a fighter sword, you can actually hit the switch from the other side.
Yep. All right, that was nothing there.
Yeah. See, 2C. 2C knows what he's doing.
He for sure does. All right, we have 2 scripted line fights coming up.
Yeah, one on fighter sword, one on gold sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys have, of course, done this a million times. Your Aries going into the blind fight just a little bit under, a little bit over under health for 2C versus 2C. But if you do it right, if you follow the script, you got nothing to worry about. Yeah, 2C very happy to see a crummy 10 arrows, but to him that is the item, so he never has to come back. Not punished.
It feels like progression where there's nothing in the Thief's on Big Chest if you don't have the hammer. So he is jolly about it.
Yeah.
All right.
I still think they should have done Desert before Thief's Town, because you could have just gotten the free refill here, right?
Ow.
I'm just saying.
How would they do that?
I'm just saying, if it were possible, I'm sure they could have figured something out.
Yeah, just clip into it. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. No one's watching, right? No racing council members. Certainly not Eri.
No one's watching.
Exactly. No. Certainly, yeah.
Yeah. So we are just going in different directions now.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. So, I mean, first, Eri, decided to delay his time, rushing Dark World, went to Eastern Palace, found the hammer, and in addition, 3 swords along the way. And so he's gonna take more of like a south to north type of path. As 2C, rush Dark World immediately. So I was looking to go north to south, getting bullied here by those guards.
All right, we see hammer pick. This could be somewhat important if it's something good here.
Exactly. Yeah. So this is going to be one of the big differences that Eri is going to be able to do, and it is not important. So it is it is the equivalent of an Aga play, just a little faster in terms of prize. Fence dash, by the way, to save the run.
Yeah. No reset. Perfect.
Yep, 2C, extremely happy to see Tempered. Also, he's like, I could have, his moth fight, by the way, was beautiful on Fighter Sword. He just, could have said, like, oh, it could have been a little bit faster.
And we see here Eri doing the front of Skull before the back, which probably means that he will do the back and then save and quit.
Oh, true. Right. Because the big key was in the back, but the item was not in the big chest. So once Eri finds the heart container here, he's good.
He doesn't know that because there's a
right.
So he will do all of these, but he will save and quit from Moth.
Right. Yeah. We haven't seen the mirror yet, so of course also no book, which means there's really nothing else kind of left for us to do in the back of Skull Woods.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, okay.
That's the worst.
I see. Eri unfortunately decided to cancel his ride out. It's just he just fat finger, like the cancel button on on your Uber app or something, and then you gotta take a long way out now.
Yeah, I always think of it as an elevator, but thinking of it as an Uber driver makes much more sense.
Yeah. I mean, and the best part about the hand is that you don't have to talk to your driver. That's always something that I never want to go do.
You can just talk to the hand instead. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, perfect.
Hello.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah. So Eri's gonna go. Yeah. So Eri is gonna. Yeah. Right. As you said, we're kind of trading places here. Eri is in the back of Skull Woods. 2C's gonna finish up Eastern. And again, if he decides to skip out on Vanilla Bicky Chest, which is 50-50, all right, not necessarily a guaranteed item, he's gonna be pretty happy. I think, right? Or was it a guaranteed item?
I actually think it's a guaranteed item. Because I think.
We found the yeah. You're right. We found the map earlier, and then we got the big key, and then this was the compass. Yeah. Okay.
So how?
Oh, 2C, fake this out, man.
Yeah. How big do you think the emotional damage is here for 2C when he picks up the hammer? Having already been to the village.
Yeah. So I honestly, hopefully, certainly for a 2C sake. By the way, that was a 9 out of 10 moth fight on Eri's side.
9 out of 10.
Yeah, you talk about the time save difference, right? Is the fact that Volt Sword makes quite the difference. But going back to what maybe 2C's kind of potentially going through, in terms of his mental gymnastics is that maybe he doesn't feel as bad because it was really there was nothing to Thief's on Big Chest, right? So he wasn't punished, and he wasn't punished for that. Right, and his mob fight was like gorgeous on Fighter Sword, right?
Yes,
so maybe he's just kind of regretting maybe the time loss as opposed to like the actual I guess I could have saved myself a little bit of time.
He is. But I mean, he has still now orphaned hammer pegs, and well, he still has Smith's chain, I suppose. We can just do that when he does that.
Right. Yeah. No, and I think
Actually, it's not
also.
that bad,
Yeah, and I guess also we saw the Eri did hammer pegs. I mean, so, just for harpies, I just kind of left there. But because he wanted to do Thieves Town first and kind of keep going to Skull Woods, also didn't do Smith Chain. I mean, without the mirror, it's kind of painful anyway. But I guess we have opportunities to go back.
We do.
Yeah.
And can I just shout out the fact that we have seen between the two of them now 6 boss kills. And this is now the first time that any one of them does South. Like, what the hell?
That is actually a very great observation. I was even just thinking that earlier. I was like, actually, did any of them come over here to South Shore before going to the Dark World?
They just went straight to Dark World.
Oh my gosh. So, by the way, so 6 boss kills. We're what, under 30 minutes, basically. Where's our money, by the way? I guess this is a very, economic seed. We haven't seen really much of anything, right?
Economic seed, yeah. It's, oh, hello, Lamp.
Why didn't you come here first? Okay, all right.
Hey,
okay, never mind.
There we go.
Okay. How close is Eri to the 500 mark? Would you farm money here?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. It's like it's in the realm of maybe. It honestly depends on what the Ice Sword Cave, I think. If it's a big 20 Ice Sword Cave, I might. But also, like, these casual boot seats tend to be so close, especially between runners this good, that this could be a potential loss if you spend 25-30 seconds doing it.
There's your 20, Humbug. What do you do?
20.
Well, there's no water walk, so yeah, I think I think Eri's going. I don't think Eri's doing Zora unless he finds something, along his path. So
yeah.
But 2C with those mitts though, he went to King's Doom, so he is 20 rupees richer. So if he does South Shore, which apparently he still hasn't at this point, he could maybe reach the 500 for Zora.
All right, so we are seeing a full clear of Death Mountain for 2C before doing South Shore.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Aries at 496, man. Alright, some nice prizes, by the way, from Waterfall.
For sure. And chat tells us that we have a stunt price as $5. So Eri will have $1 left whenever he gets his nothing from Zord.
That is true. What's that Zora? Okay, also another 20. Okay, so so this entire area is potentially just Zora is going to be pretty useless.
And another good thing about this is that now you just made the game make the decision of not going to pod. Because you cannot go to pod now. You don't have any money.
Yeah, and if anything, you go over there, Kiki's just gonna like talk your ear off, right? And then you don't want that. Like
no, that's embarrassing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah. So maybe it looks like Aries also gonna head up the mountain from the Sank start after King's Doom. Maybe. Never mind. No King's Doom. Forget.
No King's Doom.
It's okay. It's okay. I mean, he doesn't need the 20 rupees. He may feel like he needs the 20 rupees, but Aries.
It would almost be a double of his fortune right now, but I think he's fine. He's fine.
Yeah. I mean, he's got plenty of other checks right up here the mountain that Tuesday's gonna show us first to make up his fortune. Aries very good at budgeting too. So.
All right, I didn't know that, but I will take that into consideration for next round when I. But yeah, there was, other than the lamp, there was nothing at South Shore whatsoever. So like, we might see 2C never go there. If so, he make up like 3 minutes on Eric.
Yeah, no, that's actually a great point. Oh wow, we got speaking of those, okay, we got Cape up here, and we got the flute. Oh wow, we got the mirror. Okay, so forget trying to be efficient. By the way, Eric, please don't die on Death Mountain. It's kind of a bad place to be.
Yeah. Hang on, Mouse. Are we just the Meyer medallion from Goma?
Dude, I all this stuff was going on, and I didn't even think about our go mode potential. But I think you're right. You know, we
We
literally
got
just got,
everything here.
we got Flute, we got Mirror. You know, so we got Flute for Mire, we got and Desert. We got Mirror for Swamp. Yeah, I think we're just missing Medallion.
We don't need the Ice Rod.
Mhm.
We only need the Mire Medallion. And since we don't have a medallion whatsoever, we know that we cannot do Turtle Rock.
Yeah, we're hoping that Mire and Turtle Rock are completely different, and that we never have to go into
Yeah.
Turtle Rock. That's the goal.
Yeah. Well, the best thing is that if Mire and TR are the same, because then we get to go.
True. Okay, we got Powder. Okay, so that is going to be something that might actually lead, you know, 2C especially, right? But also Eri over to back to Smith Jade R. Good job, Eri. Okay, we finally saw a hover, despite getting Samaria, Hookshot, and the bow in like the first 5 checks of the game.
Yes, we did get the complimentary hover. I'm happy about it.
All right, good job, Eri. All right, you made your team captain happy. And I hope when you watch this back,
there will be gold stars.
Yes.
After this, and
stars
one of them will go to Eri for covering that. Yeah.
Okay,
so
looks like
no medallions here.
Yeah, and also nothing. Yeah, so nothing really in Hookshot Cave either. We got we got Powder in Super Bunny. And then it looks like 2C's gonna be a bit more thorough. He is going to do Spiral Cave and then presumably go back to Hera and then Spike Cave, maybe? Maybe? Would you do Spike Cave?
I don't think that it's impossible that 2C just saves and quit from here.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. You know, you're not even on their team and you could just make these calls and you're correct.
I know. You know, go moding Hera, it's rare, but man, is it fast. If you can pull that off, just go moding Hera, you're saving actually a decent amount of time. So I understand this, especially for like the info. So I really like this play from 2C.
Okay.
We'll see what Eri does.
Yeah, okay. So then presumably, okay, right. So we don't have no medallion, between either Eri or 2C. So then, I guess, would you just hop into Desert then on 2C, if you're in 2C spot?
Yeah. Just go straight for Mire to check the medallion, to just get the information of what do I need for go mode, and then just start doing crystals, the ones I can. Probably Desert first.
Okay, because I guess Desert is one of those it's one of those crystals where you pretty much have to full clear regardless of what happens, right? Just because of the key location. Maybe there are fewer decisions versus Swamp, where no one's ever lost a race to the left side, right? Right?
No, of course not.
Okay, of course not. Okay.
No, definitely. Oh, it is the same medallion.
Okay.
As Turtle Rock. Jesus.
So we really are just literally a quick medallion away. I mean, surely it'll just be very close to us somewhere on the path, right? Right?
Yeah, it's not going to be on Trinex, of course not.
No.
Well,
I can't, man. All that hovering practice, that Eri did to hover to Trinex. Yeah. I don't think we're seeing it today.
Yeah, I don't think so. Seems very unlikely. All right. So, I think we only saw one item in Hera so far.
Yeah, that's right. And we know small key. Presumably, then that means that it's self-locked. Is that it is possible, right?
No. Yes. It is possible for it to be self-locking itself. Yeah, sure. And since he doesn't have it, seems correct.
Yeah, I certainly did not see him pick it up.
Oh, he opened the door while Hera.
Oh, okay. Well then. Okay. Thank you, chat. definitely did not see that.
Did not pay that much attention.
But yeah, I think also too was right. I did see on Desert side for 2C the big key was on the torch, so he's gone to the boss.
Yep.
You know, if Lamos has Quake, 2C is looking actually in a really strong position. I mean, not super strong, but he is certainly in a very he's just gonna go. Versus Eri, looks like he is he's just gonna basically finish up his area of exploration.
Well, except Spiral Cave, which is something that Eri is skipping right now. So I would just assume that after this we have 2C in Swamp.
So would you do the rest of Desert though? Like, as if you're missing an item?
2C hasn't done South Shore.
Great point.
I'm just saying. He will.
That's such a great reminder. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot again.
So 2C will be able to single dip the dam. And he will just do Swamp Wild. Okay, he's going back into Desert. All right.
Okay. Right.
But he will single dip the dam, and then I assume he will go east from there, barring a quake in Swamp, of course.
Yeah, I guess what other crystals do we have left? So right, we can't get into Mire. And 2C, I guess presumably he doesn't want to do Hera before this.
Yeah, he made a play. That there's nothing there, so. And according to Eri's tracker, there is an item left in Hera.
Yeah, because I think I do remember seeing the map and compass and that Eri had picked up, right? So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right side desert.
Yeah, right side desert. Where of course the last item's always going to be the last place you look. You can't ever skip anything. Oh, it's the mushroom. I don't.
Okay.
Are you checking? I don't know. Kind of watching 2C's, some of his decisions, right? Some of them, as you mentioned, he still hasn't done South Shore. Makes me really wonder, like, are you gonna go check some of these things? Like, Eri has the shovel, for instance, right? I can see him going and checking that, but I don't know if 2C's going to.
2C has so much green on his tracker.
Oh, yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And he is looking for one item.
I mean, he is, I guess, this is probably the most thorough I think we've seen 2C be in an area.
That is doing a Gina, yeah. That says a lot about his style of play this seed. I mean, it hasn't made a lot of sense. I can definitely like give credit to the plays he's done. They have been aggressive, but they have I feel like they have taken like the opportunity that the seed has given you. All right, he's going back up there.
Okay, all right. Looks like he might. I guess making maybe the decision to go. Well, is the decision to stay in the basement for Hera easier to make than the decision for left side swamp? Like in this case, like we saw on Eri's side, right? That there's going to be an item in the Hera big chest, right? So would you stay and would you basically do Hera twice for that one item, or would you go somewhere else?
I would not stay with all of South Shore open.
Okay, that's also a real great reminder. Actually, speaking of South Shore, have we seen Hobo? Did Eri do Hobo?
I don't think so.
Okay,
no.
I can't remember if he like went up there versus. Oh, we have all of Pod too, man.
We have all of Pod. We haven't seen the pyramid.
Not seen the pyramid.
Eri went left after Hub Cave.
Okay.
So we have not seen pyramid.
Right. Okay. So yeah, there's talk about 2C's tracker also being pretty green. I think Aries.
Yeah.
It's less green than 2C's, but it is also still very green. Oh my gosh.
It's still very green, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I would be very surprised to see 2C stay here in the basement.
Mm-hmm. So so we also see Eri do Spike Cave. Is that convenient? Would you maybe wait for Spike Cave for a book, like so you can maybe come back thinking that you can do Ether Tablet? I don't know.
That's very tough.
It's so much thinking.
Yeah. By the way, did you see what Eri just did?
What he I did not see any bows being used. If that was the question.
No. I didn't mean to get your hopes up. I'm sorry.
Oh,
no, he intentionally took damage from the Igor, so that he wouldn't have beams
Oh my gosh! See,
That's the kind of thinking I'm looking for when assembling a team. I'm just saying.
Okay,
I'm
alright,
just saying.
So, out of curiosity, did you let Eri choose his color for as the boomerang, or did you tell him he was going to be the orange one?
No, I let him choose, but
Okay.
green was not on the table for anyone but me.
Okay, you know that's very fair. As team captain,
yes.
I believe you should get first dibs on
I should get
the
first,
color of choice.
dibs.
Hmm?
Also, I'm Yoshi, so I am green by default.
Yeah,
Yes.
true.
So yeah, Eri got orange, which was by his own choosing.
Yeah, you know, it's also Eri's, you know, it's very fit, you know, it seems very thematic for Eri, right? A lot of you know, pen spinning. I think that's kind of more his avatar.
Right, his avatar is actually orange. You're right. Didn't think of that.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, so it looks like though 2C is actually, it looks like he's I mean, being slightly less aggressive, kind of chasing some of the more fetch quests, going to the mushroom. So we did get blue mail for here, at least. That's you know, 2C's not even taking the time to pick it up. One difference, I guess, kind of between Eri and 2C here. I think Eri is actually going to go pick up the blue mail.
Yeah. It makes sense. I mean, they have 12 hearts and gold sword, but
yeah, Eri also has the lamp from South Shore too, right?
He does. Okay, so my reasoning regarding safeties, especially mail upgrades, are usually along the lines of, if I know that I'm safe, I'm playing better.
True. Very true.
So the seconds I spent picking up a mail upgrade that is just lying there is most likely gonna pay back later when I just know that I can zoom through a dungeon and with no worries.
Oh yeah, yes. I mean, this comes up maybe not necessarily too much in, like, let's say, you know, late stages of casual boots types of Cs or rando, but for spoiler,
for spoiler,
man, I remember there was, I can't remember what race this was, but I think it was like pilot spoiler, like Talithar maybe piloting you, and you said something. You were like, you know, you doing Swamp Palace on 3 hearts is really scary. I think I have some memory of you doing that. And it's like,
yeah, I remember there was one of those, correct? And it was 3 hearts, fighter sword, green mail, no boots sword, left side swamp play. I hated it and I died. But I think my opponent also did. So yeah, it's a lot of like just the feeling of safety is sometimes more important than actually being safe.
Oh yeah. Because you're not worried about exactly. Yeah, you can actually fall back on your muscle memory and your execution as opposed to being worried and taking yourself out of it. I would also like. Oh well. We're not,
no. Yeah.
We're not going to Turtle at least for sure. But I was gonna say though, we did find the red boomerang, which I believe is Mike. Is that right?
That is Mike. That is Mike. That is correct.
Okay, so everyone's here. Everyone's here in the party. You know. Everyone here's in team spirit.
Have we seen Talithar? Well, yes, he's in chat, but
right. Yeah. We have not seen him in the game yet. We did visit the boomerang chest for what it's worth. So we visit Telfar's home, but I guess he's not. You know what?
There he is. Let's go.
I think Swamp Palace is your new home base.
I think it is. I think it is. It's a home base. Let's go.
Well, I mean, you know, we've got both boomerangs in here, you know, so.
I love it.
They're even in a good chest too. They're not even on the left side, right? They're like, you know, like the front parts of the dungeon, like the parts that people actually go to.
Yep, people actually go to willingly. Yes. All right, we still haven't seen our Quake medallion.
Yeah,
and
we have.
Eri, at least, is running out of good options. He is looking for, first of all, a
beautiful
zero cycle of gold. Yeah. There's one item on the left side.
I'm assuming then with one item you're gone, right? That's what I assume.
If you're 2C, definitely so. If you're Eri, probably.
Probably, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we've certainly seen Eri historically be very aggressive before. Looks like he is gonna leave. I mean, I remember there have been like rando quals where he has skipped 3 items when they were in swamp. Like he just left. It was right decision, but I mean, you know, certainly he's very capable of still making these type of skips.
He is. And right, we had Mir on that mountain, so none of them have done any of these checks.
Right. Oh man. Oh, would you go back and do Smith Chain? Is this too long?
I mean, his options are pendants. So it's pendants or overworld, and he's choosing overworld right now, which I think is fine.
Okay. So we have a team approved decision.
I
have magic,
yeah.
okay.
But I have magic. But I would assume that 2C is gonna do he's gonna do minimal now.
Sure, at 15 minutes.
Let's go. And then just go straight into Ice Palace.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, he's right in the area. I guess would you swim up to Hobo or anything? Maybe that's an after Ice Palace type of thing.
I think.
Or maybe that's a pyramid into, you know, Hobo into Pod type of thing. I don't know. Like.
Yeah. And I think this is the reason why 2C did Hera before Swamp, because this chains so well with ice that he doesn't wanna like leave ice. Like he doesn't want to do ice before Hera just because he's here, since Hera is the crystal ice.
Yeah. No, that's a really good point.
That makes a lot of sense, seeing his decisions. So
okay, we are gonna swim to we're gonna swim up to Hobo first. So this is a new check that Eri had not done. I mean, there's never a good time to go check Hobo, for the record.
Well, there's not, no. Hobo lives there for a reason. He wants to be left alone.
Yeah, exactly. He would be the perfect Uber driver if he could drive.
Hey, that's Goma for Eri on
on that is.
Oh my.
All right.
Oh my.
That is the right decision. So Eri in this case has made the overruled decision, and we're going to Meyer.
This is and this is 2C hasn't done Zora area either.
And he's got plenty of money in this case too, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, but for what it's worth though, so like Zora is kind of like a stop your route type of thing, right? And no one wants to walk out of or run out of Zora, so presumably he'll do Waterfall. He will go do Zora and then save and quit, and then if he decides to do Smith Chain, honestly, like then it's gonna be pretty close because Eri, because Eri's already done. Well, right, I guess both of them have already done Hera, but I mean, like it's definitely gonna be a very tight race.
It's like it's just clock ticking for 2C here to maybe being able to put it in GT Big Key range. I 2C is an awesome runner. He is so good at this game. But Eri has a 123 flat in NMG. I dare say that Eri is the rando runner with the best execution. Period. It's gonna be hard to catch this kind of advantage unless you put some kind of RNG into it, you know?
Yeah, and right, and part of the reason why, as you mentioned, right, that Eri can probably, you know, like, well, I mean, also 2C though, like, but you know, like the people who have very strong execution can make up time because of their movement, versus like you don't really have much else you can skip, right? You still have to do all the rooms in the gauntlet, and versus though, like if you decide to skip out, let's say on in this case, it didn't happen like Spike Cave, right? For example, like Spiral Cave, right? Like that's actually time in the bank. You can save. But 2C is going directly to Magic Bat.
He is going there.
Like no Smith, no Smith, no purple chest, no hammer pegs. Amazing, actually.
Yeah. So he's gonna make this.
Yeah, we're going to Meyer on 2C side, and so Eri's got what? Like, I mean, looks like maybe like half to 2/3 of a Meyer ahead of 2C, maybe a little bit more, depending on before he gets in there.
Was there a small key in the compass chest? I didn't.
So I did not notice, unfortunately, because I was so I was so dumbfounded by the fact that TC just went straight to bat.
Yeah, that was
after Zora.
that was for sure a play.
Yeah.
But I mean,
but I guess we're gonna see.
Makes sense. It's a quick check. It's a quick check.
Yeah, it's a okay. So it looks like no small key, but there was an item. But in this case, it's just, again. So Meyer routing also has some variance here, right? The fact that so Eri cannot speed up the 17-second cutscene. So if 2C doesn't go there, right? That's gonna be time of the day for him.
It's much closer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually don't know how you're supposed to route Meyer. Like, if especially just in big key mode, like, are you just supposed to? Well, Eri found both items at least. But like, yeah, again, I don't know if you're supposed to save the big key chest for last or.
It's a coin toss usually. It's really tough.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, at least in this case, we can afford the coins, right? Because we're finally rich. Yeah.
Yeah, we are. Eri is very rich. TM. But we'll see what 2C does here. He might make up like a minute worth of time if he just skips the big key chest completely. Which I don't know if I would do it, probably, but we'll see. We'll see.
Well, right. So we saw that Eri picked up the big key in the map chest. So I guess I don't really know how the route would go. So he's already done all of the right side stuff, right? So then would you so I guess how would the routing go? You would go to hit the switch and then lobby and then back to map?
Nah, I think I would go compass chest, then hit the switch, go compass chest, then lobby, then map chest, and then curse if it's not there.
Okay.
And go back to it.
Alright, okay.
We'll see if 2C does this. There's also some stupid Meyer logic that you can apparently learn. I would never do it, but
learn something about Meyer logic. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Next seat.
Next
I mean,
I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, looks like 2C's doing it, right? Like he's skipping cutscene chest, so this is a way that he's gonna make up time on Eri in this dungeon, right? Which is right now he very much needs to because you never want to be obviously in a race position. You never want to be behind your opponent, right? Going into GC. Not that either Eri knows about this, but especially going behind Eri, it's a very, very tall order to ask in order to overtake your opponent. But as you said,
this is within GT big key.
Yeah, exactly. No. I mean, I absolutely agree with you. GT routing basement, we still have one more item to go left to find, and this is still going to be a source of variance. Dead rocks are not as bad in this case for Eri. So we're not too slowed down yet, but we're half a Meyer basically behind at this point for
looks like it, yeah.
Which it's not it's really not very it's not very major. Are we maybe just missed hitting the switch or something?
I think he missed Spooky, but he saved it, I think.
Okay.
Alright, he got it. We're good. So I'm gonna see what time 2C enters the. Well, he might take the other route up here. No, he won't, because he hasn't.
Which is the other route? Sorry.
The other route is going to the TR portal instead of the portal.
Oh, okay, okay, gotcha.
But we'll see. If he does take the same portal as Eri did, then we can see how much time he has to make up in GT.
Okay, alright. So Eri is opening GT at least 54-45, so very nice, pretty symmetric numbers. But yeah, it looks like maybe just one mountain-ish climb, alright? So that's roughly 1 minute type of thing, right? Ish?
I think it's
maybe a little bit more. Oh, 2 minutes?
I want to say it's 2 minutes.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna trust you, Humbug, because you've actually done this.
Eri entered the portal at 53 something. I can't remember now. Damn it! But yeah, it's closer to 2 than to 1, I think.
Okay, okay.
We'll see when 2C enters GT.
Yeah, alright. Okay, dead rocks are not helping 2C's case here.
And
Alright,
there's the
there
big
is, yeah, there's the big key. We're looking for silvers, presumably, on Aries' side. We are just getting more small keys.
Yep. Bye-bye, GT.
Yeah, alright, so I don't even know what 2C's route is. If he decides to go to Hope Room first, the hope, I guess, is that we're not gonna see a small key, because then, you know, that will not let that would prevent, you know, the game is gonna tell 2C you need to go to TwoCplus Room.
Mm-hmm. The hope is that we will see no small keys but silver arrows.
True. That would actually be a gigantic amount of time. Actually, not gigantic, right? But that's like 30-ish seconds at least, right? Yeah.
I think it's optimally 40, depending on Ganon patterns, but so it can be there can be a lot of time made up. But again, this is Aries' bread and butter. Like
I see what you did there with Aries' gold sword. Nice GBZ.
Yeah. It was like this is the reason. This is one of the many reasons why he is so good at NMG. It's his consistencies in GT. So it's gonna be hard to make up time on one of the best people in the world at this part of the game.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably one of the primary reasons. Well, among many other reasons that, you know, this is why Eri has 123 in NMG.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, I mean, also kudos to Eri's credit, right? Like he, even when he was going through whatever his progression is, right, for, you know, 124, 125, you know, whatever, even if something bad happens in the run, he always tries to finish it, right? Just so you can get the consistency for the end game, so you're not as worried, and it really has shown.
Yep, it has. Cold Sword might put him out of his comfort zone.
We're trying. For 2C's sake, we're hoping that's the case here.
But yeah, so it's half a climb between them.
Yeah, and so my guess, I don't know this for sure, but my prediction is that Eri is going to try and hover Moldorm 2. His hover seemed to be pretty on point today, so yeah. I mean, but you know, hovering does in this case introduce a bit more variance into the equation.
It does. Do you think? Yeah, it's
that's so awesome.
Yeah, it's so good. Do you think any of them feels behind or ahead?
So from my experience from whenever I ask this question, I have never gotten I always feel I feel ahead in this race answer. I've always gotten I feel behind.
Do you think any of them feels good?
Man, that's a great question. Alright,
no hovers for Eri. So I think that means that Eri feels good. He would have hovered if he did not feel good.
Okay, yeah, good point. Yeah, maybe he thinks that. Yeah, good point.
Also, look at the time, by the way.
I know. We're gonna probably be at GT at the pyramid right around the hour mark, maybe? Depending on how Aga 2 goes.
Yep.
But it's gonna be pretty close.
2C made up some time in land mode too.
Yeah. Yeah, this time though, like, I mean, you know, like casual boosts are kind of expected to be fast, but at the same time, you know, like this is a fast time for casual boosts.
Yeah.
Okay, I assume that was a 3 cycle on Aries' side.
That was a 4 cycle actually.
Oh, that was a 4 cycle. Okay, you know what? I don't have a compass. I can't count these days, so. It's okay, you know. As long as the numbers are, you know, in my favor, that's all I care about. So.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Eri just has to do gold sword silverless. So,
well, it is different than tempered silverless. So.
Slightly, yes. Wow, they capitalized the C and the D in companion duck.
I guess it's a proper noun. I didn't really think it was a proper noun, but I guess it is. So here we are.
Alright, gonna have to get used to that, I suppose.
Yeah. I guess with the introduction of like the latest patch, right? We got both capital and lowercase letters, so pretty cool to see.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Alright, yeah, so Aries on phase 3, we're gonna find out where the silvers are, if they were even remotely close to us whatsoever.
In GT.
Yeah, well, I mean, probably not, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I think, right, so Aerie for sure opened pre-Moldrum chest, they both opened post-Moldrum chest. I mean, maybe it was in like Mini Helma room, it could be, you know, but you know.
And Aerie sweats right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so somewhere in GT, we don't know where. It was not in Stalfo's room or Hope room. Yeah, or half the upstairs. But this is, man, well, I mean, what a race, you know? We started out, yeah, I mean, like, and, by the way, what a race. Aries done. 2C is one, yeah, 2C is one Ganon fight away. Get your GGs in chat for Aerie. He's going to take the win. Casual boots. Eliminating 2C from the Stalfos Knights team. Holy frick though, 101, 102?
101.53.
A ridiculous time. Okay, you said gold stars for Aerie after this? Does he get like, you know, caramel ice cream or something? You know, like as a reward?
He gets 2 gold stars.
Okay, 2 gold stars, okay.
Yep. Yeah, that was.
How about an orange star? You know, to go on top of that orange boomerang of his.
Oh yes. That's a very good idea. But yeah, that race was sick. We never saw.
It was so fast.
There was so much that we didn't see. We didn't see any part of any pendant dungeon. We saw there were a lot of parts of the crystal dungeons that we never saw. We never saw stuff like the pyramid, the smiths. 2C skipped Ice Star Cave. There's so much open. What are their collection rates gonna be?
Oh no, that's a great question too, man. It's definitely had to be low one. I guess maybe low 120s. Well, you didn't even have to go to GT all that much either, right?
Right.
We just did Salvo's room and GT and C2C did part of the did Hope room in addition. We are joined by the way by today's Victor, the Orange Boomeranger. Hello, Aerie, GGs.
Yo, thanks.
GGs.
What a rush.
Yeah, well, talk about that was an extremely fast seed. So I guess like, you know, walk us through, you know, what your thoughts were for, like, I mean, were you feeling good about your decisions? Were you worried that you were doing too much? Worried that you weren't doing enough? Type of thing? What made you go to Eastern versus, you know, early Dark World?
Okay, so Eastern was just maybe getting some money so I can do South Shore, maybe getting something to actually give me a lead for like West Dark World. Because just only having myths and a sword going into Village Outcast Colwood's area, it's like it's not great. Like you can just do some overworld, but it doesn't feel particularly efficient.
And just to interrupt, GG's to C as well.
Definitely big.
Less than 2 minutes behind Aerie at 103.52. So GG's to 2C.
Yeah, no, huge GG's. Like, I mean, this was an incredible race. 2C played very, very well. Yeah, by the way, speaking of, right, so that was actually one point of divergence early on between you and 2C. Aerie was, you know, you went to Eastern. 2C dove straight in, fighter sword, Mothula, right? I mean, it was amazing. Like, his fight was quite good. Like, really, really strong.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, didn't even bat an eye, honestly.
He lost one heart in that fight.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's kind of what I try to avoid.
Yeah. It's understandable, but yeah, that's where the divergence started, and you kind of converged in Thieves Town later, and then you were in Swamp basically at the same time, but you just went to the right place slightly faster than 2C did. That's all.
Okay, yeah. I was a little afraid. I couldn't exactly remember where Powder was. Like it was either like I thought it was like either South Shore or Death Mountain. I think it was Death Mountain actually. So it wasn't that bad. But it was like, oh, I think 2C could have done this like 10 minutes ago. And then yeah, since that like when I got the quake instantly, the shake started happening. I was like, oh. Okay. And then I kind of derped in Mire because like after I got the compass chest, instead of going right, I went down. So I was back in Tall Room. So I was like, okay, I shouldn't do this, but I'm just gonna do Vanilla Bicky chest, and
Yeah.
that wasn't particularly great.
You got richer.
Sure, yeah, I really needed that after I had
Yeah.
still had like 2 potions. But yeah, it's just so scary playing runners like 2C or like anyone from this team. Is they are all just such efficient routers and they know what to skip. So you never really know where you are in the race.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's impossible to know what kind of plays they would gain time or lose time on because they just know what to skip. And if you're not one who knows how to do that, it's so hard.
Yeah, sure.
Speaking of, we are joined here by 2C GGs.
Hello, and GG Eri.
Yeah,
Nice
GGs.
No.
Imagine losing a casual boots race when you finish with a 103. By the way,
No,
so
right.
huge GG.
Thank you.
No,
Well, it's
you
kinda
played
funny.
really well, for sure.
Yeah.
I was actually very happy with the way I played because I've been getting back into the game again because
Yeah.
I had like a smallish break, and I think that was the best that I've played in quite a while. So that's nice.
Yeah, shoutouts to you single dipping the dam. South Shore at like 50 minutes. But by the way, your early game though was like so let me at least first give you credit. You beat Eri out of Escape. That was already a compliment right there.
I don't want to talk about it.
It was still a very good time for both of you. I just want to say that like I said, your execution was certainly very warmed up. You dove straight into Dark World. That was a point of divergence after you saw Mitts. Your Fighter Sword Mothula was amazing. Like just execution. You look like you've just been playing normally like the entire time.
Yeah,
I want to say that it looked like you actually had been taking a break and just gotten back all fresh and, I don't know, just playing the game great. I noticed what you just saw as well. To see, I want to say, your execution looked really on point. It was superb. So hats off to that.
Thank you. One thing I have to say, the Bonkan library, I was getting a phone call, so I was a little bit distracted. So
Okay.
Excuses.
Well,
Sounds good.
We'll just blame the 2 minutes difference on that, and we'll just call it a tie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Although, so I guess I was a little bit curious to see though. So like I don't know. I don't know if this was ever a concern for you, but casual boosties always there might be a bit more of a maybe a concern, right? For hoverings, versus not, especially if you're not a hoverer. Did you feel better out of curiosity when you saw? What did we get? We got Samaria, we got Hookshot, we got the bow, all in Escape, and then basically it just took away like the entirety of like the boots power.
It just nullified everything that Eri could hover past. It was fantastic, and we were discussing the fact that Eri hovered Trinex back and forth a gazillion times before the race. It didn't matter at all because in the first 4 checks you got those 3 items. It was nuts.
it was nuts indeed. It's been a while since I've seen this stacked Escape as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was pretty nice. But you know what? I was gonna mold them bounce anyways, just show it off to everyone.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to Clearmouse, by the way, for estimating the collection rate for Eri as a low 120.
I should have said 123, and then I would have been off by 1. But then, that's just my counting, Because
You should have said 122.
Yeah, you're right. Eri, okay. All right, that's on you next time, Eri. Okay.
I did open the 2 last chests of the game. I was thinking maybe there were silvers in GT, and there were silvers in
there
GT.
were.
Yeah, somewhere. All right.
But you guys did phenomenal. I mean, this was an amazing race to be able to just get a front row seat for. I mean, like, really kudos to both of you. Like, it was such. I mean, it's one of these like types of situations where it's like you play so well, and like unfortunately someone has to like win and someone has to lose, right? Otherwise, I mean, this is like absolutely winning performance for both of you.
Jesus. A 116 collection rate for 2C.
Oh my
Nice.
gosh, dude. Oh yeah, 2C, that's right. 2C skipped the blue mail from Mushroom. Eri, you did go pick it up, and you know he saw it and walked straight out. Yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't have the guts for it. I need a little bit of safety. Like, just safety makes you play better.
I need to save some time, you know? This guy is good.
Over the course of the years, I've greeted too much and paid for it, so I have since learned to just... Yeah, just sometimes you just need to use the safety that you get.
That's smart, actually, for sure. I don't know why I didn't pick it up. When I walked out of the door, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna go back in.
Well, you didn't end up needing it, so I mean, I don't think you were ever like close to death. Even when you were on Fighter Sword Mothula, like you took 1 heart of damage and that was it. I don't think you were ever in danger. So.
There was like once, like the Wizrobe in Mire right before the big door.
Oh yeah.
Oh right.
Yeah, I was like at 4 hearts. I'm like, sometimes if you mess it up, you just run into him.
Yeah.
That would be kind of funny. So
They
I
hurt.
pick it up a little bit slow there. But yeah, aside from that, yeah, it wasn't much needed.
Yeah,
It was it was kind of funny because when I was in the gauntlet and the 1 hour mark hit, I was kind of laughing because I'm like, I don't feel good about my chance in this race, despite the fact it's only 1 hour in gauntlet. Because you know, it's a pretty fast seed and it's pretty easy to go to the powder whenever. So I'm like, I could actually just lose despite the fact that I might get like a really good time. It's kind of funny.
Is that maybe?
It was so tempting to just go to Powder Ice, but then, like, I still had the shovel and I got the mirror. Like, you got the mirror later, so I had K45 open. So I just thought, okay, I'm just gonna combine that with Smith Chain, and then I'll have to pick a dungeon to go into.
Yeah, luckily I avoided ice as well. I think the 300 on the dam, if I'm not mistaken, kind of pushed me towards Zora. Because what I was thinking of doing after Swamp was Ice Short Cave into Waterfall Ferry and just go to ice from there. But instead I just went to Zora and I'm like, I'm not going to do ice. So yeah, luckily I avoided that.
That's a natural save quit point that works out.
Yeah, no, I mean, you guys, I think you guys played super, man. I mean, like I said, very, very impressive to be able to watch this. So, thank you guys so much for racing. But it looks like, I think so I don't remember if there were other races, I think, officially scheduled, but you guys have the rest of your matchups, right, for the teams? They'll just trickle in. I think, no, Humbug, you're playing tomorrow, right? Is that right? Okay, alright. Against, who are you playing? Magno? That's right, Magno. And
yes.
Okay, alright, well, best of luck.
Thank
you know.
Thank you. And we also have Telethar playing.
Right, yeah, that's right.
Sunday. I think
Right.
I think it was Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I'll go pull up the schedule right now. I'll go pull up the schedule. Yeah. Okay. All right. So it's right. Humbug at you versus Magno tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern. That's on Thursday, and then Sunday is 2:30 p.m. Gamma versus Telethar. Or what is the mode? AD keys. Oh
AD
wow.
keys.
Really, we're really
Yeah.
playing to people's strengths here.
Yeah.
that is
point.
quite strong. Holy frick. These are going to be amazing matches to watch.
Yeah,
so, I guess, yeah, both Eri and 2Z, just sit back, relax, let your teammates duke it out, you know, have some fun, cheer them on, you know, bring some popcorn.
Yeah, that seems pretty great.
Absolutely.
But yeah. But again, huge shout-outs to 2C. He's an amazing runner, and it's only improved over the past years. But always a pleasure. So, yeah, good luck to anyone still racing.
Indeed. Good luck. and it's always nice racing Yuri. This is our second race. Not as close as the first one that we had
Oh yeah,
in league.
yeah, that was
But,
Kroski's, right?
Yeah, Crossky.
Yeah, that was a crazy one.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you for the restream as well, and the commentating, Clear Mouse and Humba. Much appreciated.
Anytime.
Yeah, thank you guys for racing, right? I mean, we're just here to watch you guys, basically. So, I also want to thank Daruk, our tracker, who unfortunately just had to he's just stepped away for a bit. But he did like an amazing job because you guys found all those escape. He was on top of everything, map checks, items, everything. Everything basically once they got him, he clicked everything. Also, really want to thank our restreamer today, Zidane. I mean, everything went smoothly. Like, always really great to be able to see basically no technical difficulties throughout the entire race. You know, we were just here to basically talk, and then everything went smoothly. So, thank you so much, Zidane and ZSR, for letting us host and be here. Humbug, thank you so much. This was a blast. Best of luck for us tomorrow for your race.
Thank you.
Looking forward to
And
feel commentating in with you.
yeah, same. This was super fun. Yeah, thanks for inviting me to come.
Oh no! I mean, how could we give up this race, right?
Right. Exactly. But yeah, super fun. And thanks, Ari and 2C for racing.
Yeah, anytime. Thanks so much, comps, and yeah, good luck to everyone that's left and gets to wait for these 3 races.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. I think that'll do it for us. I think so someone will raid somebody, I think, on ZSR. But until then, again, tomorrow, Magno versus Humbug at 12 Eastern, somewhere on ZSR. I think ZSR main. And then Gamma versus Telethar, 2:30 for 80 keys. So until then, see you guys all then.
See ya.